That is a little undercooked. And it's Zaniolo. Surlot. And the shot's on here. De Jong. Pele. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Hullet. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Surlot. Zaniolo. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Pedro. And here's Mbappe. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Seedorf. Thinks about... It's Pele! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Pele demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yehi. Zaniolo. And it's Zaniolo. Gravenberg. Short changes him with that pass. Over to the other side. Now it's Pele. And it's Zaniolo. Nice looking ball. Yehi makes the interception.
Have beautifully policed that midfield.
And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tottenham ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substituição.
And the action is back underway. Well, that has not gone well. De Jong played out to the left flank. Zaniolo. He came in hard, very hard. Pass somewhat off target. Tottenham come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zaniolo looking for options for movement. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Now it's Mbappe. Tottenham have reclaimed it. That's been slipped through. Zaniolo. Now Mbappe. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that could set him on his way. And this is Luis Suarez. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Now it's Tonali. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. And it's been given away. And the shot! He's got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got...
Great chance! Really well taken goal. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, that's clever. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Tottenham do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. De Jong. João Pedro. Mbappe has it in a wide position, looking to go deep. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Oh, that's well spotted. Zaniolo. That has been cut short. Maldini. Gehi cuts out the pass. And here's Sorlot. And it's Tonali. Now it's Mbappe. Hangs one, he gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gehi. Mbappe. João Pedro. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's a good ball. Zaniolo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Zaniolo. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. And this is Luis Suarez. Zaniolo. De Jong. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, good-looking ball. Tonali. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Punched away. Tonali. That's a sharp pass. Gerrard. Into the last 5 minutes. Well read, nice interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, easy pickings there. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that has been slung wide. Now that looks a decent ball. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's De Jong. Now it's Zaniolo.
Zaniolo!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Chance, surely! Same again. And that will be it. Tottenham are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that.
Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now, can they get him away? That has been slung wide. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Vicario. Now it's De Bruyne. Now Foden. Rijkaard. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Can he spark a counter here? Tottenham have reclaimed it. And this is Luis Suarez. Lovely shapes to shoot! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's another chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Back into the middle. That's the keeper's ball. Pull it. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a key interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nicely spread. And he decides to cross it. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gravenberch. Oh, good-looking ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Goes looking wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is ended up in no man's land. Foden, good driving run. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well played.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the through ball. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne has found the net here, of course. Bullet played into space. Baresi. De Bruyne and the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No way through. Can he get it through? Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the pass is intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Azar. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So we're into the second 45. Foden. Looking for a runner. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Tottenham do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Luis Suarez. No, that's been intercepted.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
And there's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Tottenham can make their change now with a break in play. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, it's a great shot at goal! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Mbappe. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
De Bruyne. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. Oh, what a climb! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Baresi. De Bruyne. Nicely shaped ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nice looking ball. Mbappe is flagged offside. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Vicario, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Van Dijk knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. And Messi! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Kiatisuk. Now it's Messi. Threads one in.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Kiatisuk! He scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Hullet. Hullet plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. That's at the end. Tottenham have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Tottenham do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So that's got things underway. Tottenham cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Now it's Haaland, and here's the chance to counter. Great vision, and he cuts out the supply. Well, there is a look that says it all, a piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's an imaginative pass. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a searching pass. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Haaland clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Brilliantly cut out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at...
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here.
And he shoots! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Messi, and he was alert to it. Pull it. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pull it. Knocks it into space.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Can he get on the end of this? Pirlo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah. Decent chance! Oh, well played, exemplary that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Tries to pass it through. Pirlo. And it's Vieira. Pull it. And here's Messi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And it's Hullet. Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Foot in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, I think the referee has done well here. He's pulled him to one side, he's told him what's what, and hopefully he'll behave himself from now on.
Pirlo is behind this one. Pirlo! Oh, crossbar! Decent hit from there.
Oh, and the keeper didn't have that covered, you know. He can start breathing again now, I think.
Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Now the ball's gone astray. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Seedorf! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini clears it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball. Dixon threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Messi. He can run onto that. Can he finish? And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata situati vicino all'ingresso. Grazie.
Tottenham prepare for one of the most important games in their history. Last day, must win. It is the most unmissable of games, the real epitome of do or die. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Tottenham cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, that looks a cracking ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he's cut it out.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Played with finesse. Doku. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. But he's only too happy to take that back. And that is a little undercooked. Played out towards the right wing. Ribery. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Quarter of an hour played. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Beckham. Beckham. Cross into the box. Ribery.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just...
Collar! Dispatched clinically. His joy, his goal. He steals the moment. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Tottenham penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Ribery. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And this is Beckham. Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. Doku is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's gone for a throw-in. Pass is just off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pedri. Ruben Neves. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ribéry. That's Ruben Neves. That has been cut short. And it's Scholes. Now it's Pelé. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Milan have it back and can go again. Looking for the run. Pelé. Looking for a runner. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Nicely shaped ball. Doku. Oh, easy pickings there. Scholes. Threads one in. Now it's Beckham. And it's Ribéry.
There will be 1 minute
Pelé.
added time.
And it's Balde. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It'll be a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please join me.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Tottenham, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
And we're underway again.
Coming on the field.
Tottenham carrying a one-goal lead.
Bale.
Tottenham do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Ruben Neves. Koller does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Scholes. Ruben Neves. It's Pedri. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter.
Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
It's a searching pass, and he's intervened well there. Pressing high and with purpose. And he's lost his... And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Koller clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tottenham have their second corner now. Bale! Pedri getting this one clear. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Time and again they are repelled. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He won't be happy with that one. Nice looking ball. Beckham, looking for options for movement. And that was very necessary. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Pele.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Can he latch on to this? Tottenham do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And they're on him in a flash. Searching pass he's played there. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckham could try cutting inside. Big header! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
There's a quick free kick, and it's Balde. Pele, and this is Pele. Scholes gets his head on it! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Cristiano Ronaldo coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Ribery. Romero calmly anticipates. Ruben Dias. Passing is crisp and sharp. That'll be a throw-in. Doku wins the duel this time. And this is Ronaldo. Bale. Oh, just skips. It's Bale! Just cruising. They are cruising. And the lead is extended still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And now he has two. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but...
Goes for a shot! And he welcomes it in. Roberto Baggio. Now, what about this cross? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Adriano. Odo. And it's Del Piero. Ajax finding their passes. Nicely aimed pass.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's good vision. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He'll try to keep this alive. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And we have our very first corner. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. That's rather hopeful. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. That's a smashing touch to get him away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mbappe could move up a gear here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Tevez. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo.
He's having a shot! Goal! Ajax! Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Baresi pokes it out wide. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Now that looks a decent ball. Del Piero. Now it's Batistuta. Del Piero. Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ajax are looking to break at pace. Oh, not quite. Beckham with the cross. Oh, that was vital. Adriano. Can he get it through? Threads one in, and he was quick to react. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Batistuta. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Opts for safety. Tottenham can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Del Piero. And here's Batistuta. And it's Tevez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tevez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Has been indicated.
Beckham with the cross. And that's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That has not got... Chance! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bullet. It's a searching pass. Turan. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half. Tottenham changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Tries to play it through. And this is Batistuta. He has found the way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Kola.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Adriano does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So what can they make of this? No, that's been intercepted. Played into space. Some resolute defending there. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Now it's Beckham. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. And he's away. And a chance! No mistake! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 56 minutes is
And now...
number 9.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at...
Goes for a shot! There it is! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Out to the left it goes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Edmilson. Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Mbappe, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Not the most accurate pass. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now, can they get him away? And he's worked it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's been cut out, well played. Costa Curta. So what can they make of this? He's found a way through. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. A header! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Can he get on the end of this? Messi finds himself offside. Lampard. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Ronaldo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of...
Gets his head on it! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Some good work on the right flank here. Cafu. What a throw in. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Tries to play it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one, shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, played right into his path. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Tottenham are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. And here's Lampard. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. That is Conte. Now the ball's gone astray.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Doku. Now it's Vitinha. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And it's been played through. And he was quick to react. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Referee has just said play on. Tottenham come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Crossed into the middle. Big chance! It's there! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he's away. And the finish! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. A probing pass. Great vision. Neymar. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, he's burst. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose. And one more try! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. And reclaimed it in a trice. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but he's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Tottenham do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Spread neatly. Lampard, he's picked his way through. And he whips it in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be. Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hernes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hernes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. That's a sharp pass. Great ball, great chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
The goal scorer.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So now the difference is 3. He might be, he's had a shot!
Substitution on the field. Number 99, Messi.
This ended up in no man's land.
Is
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. it'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field, Neymar. Coming on to replace him is Cristiano Ronaldo.
And he's worked it through. Brilliantly cut out. Lampard, now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's cut it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 3 minutes.
Nicely
at a
weighted
time.
ball. And he plays one through. Chance! They've done it! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Decent chance! It's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Goal!
A momentary lapse, mercilessly
Number
exploited.
19.
They were... And that is that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Bergomi, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice looking ball. And he was alert to it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a nicely shaped ball. It's Ronaldinho! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Pele. Nice interception, well timed. Conte. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Beckham. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Played back in. Beckham. Quarter of an hour played. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well measured. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Decent chance! He's scored! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 20 minutes is
Tottenham have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the...
Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This their second corner of the game. Beckham clears it away. Applies the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Ronaldinho. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard, and this is Bale. He's having a shot! Long ball looking to counter. Bale. It's Maradona! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. 30 minutes gone. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Conte. Manchester United finding their passes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed.
Bale! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bale brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Beckham. Maradona. It's Maradona! Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. Maradona! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And they're back on the ball again.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Bale. And it's Beckham, distributed tidily. Park Ji-sung. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello everybody, and
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Tottenham have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, super ball. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tottenham get their fourth corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pele. And he cuts out the supply. Azar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Bale. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Turns and goes back. Great chance! It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Bale. And this is Hazard. And the finish! Team still separated by the game's only goal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Conte. Alexander-Arnold. He's found a way past. He's looking wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 13.
Beckham.
Messi.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Number
That's
17.
a deception. His positioning was spot on. Edmilson. Ronaldinho. Tottenham perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Bale. Now it's Hazard.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's Maradona! Off the post. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. That is what? Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's been taken short. Pullet gets over and intercepts. But that has not gone well. And here's Park Ji-sung. That's a nicely... He rises! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. 75 minutes played. Good ball, good take.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rafael Leao picks it up and he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that could have brought them level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Corner number 2 then. And a chance! They've done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think
It's a mighty effort! Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Beckham! He went for the curler.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Darwin, played out wide. Threads one in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Williams. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here. And that is expertly dealt with. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Tries to pass it through. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rafael Leao. Pedri. Looking for the run. Back into the middle. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Nunez. Edmilson. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Buffon picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
From the regional police department.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely.